I feel like people sometimes say blackness is like a struggle or a challenge, but I don't see it that way. It's what makes me unique.
Hi, my name is Maycie. I'm 24 and I currently reside in Montreal, born and raised. So I'm a very artistic person. I'm a model, I'm a dancer, I am a musician as well. I play the viola, and I currently am a co-owner at Black Montreal Creatives. So Black Montreal Creatives is an initiative run by three Black women. So there is myself, Tracy, and Raki, and the platform is really there to put forward Black creatives here in the city of Montreal. We know that it's very hard to have Black creatives involved in different projects here in the city, and we felt that there wasn't a place for people to really find Black creatives. So the platform is really there to put them in the forefront, show what they do, and show them in a favorable light so that they can get contracts and gigs. Because if there's no Black representation, there's no Black art being created, and that's an issue. If we want to leave a legacy in the city and in the world, we need to be represented, and I hope that this initiative is just a little part in the bigger puzzle that we're trying to achieve. My upbringing is particular, but I feel like it's a narrative that's been already seen. So the narrative of being one of the only Black people in my elementary school, in my high school, in the suburbs. I grew up in the West Island, so first off, being a Black English speaking person here in the city is a whole different ballgame. So my struggle, I would say struggle, but advantage as well, is having these challenges and trying to find ways to maneuver through it. But it's been hard because I never found my Blackness to be something that was an issue, being that my classmates never really made it a point, never really treated me any different until I got into Cégep and I really got hit with reality, seeing that there were other Black people out there. I was like, what the heck? There's Black people everywhere and this is awesome. But at the same time, it's just like, I was always in this like, I'm the only one type of mindset, and seeing that there was other people, it was new to me. And as the years went by, I really started to make friends and develop nice friendships with other Black women, and I just felt how it felt so at ease. I didn't need to like be anybody else. I didn't need to explain why my hair was changing one day and why. You know, it was just like I could be myself. And it just made me realize the necessity of being open and being in these areas where there's other people who look like you, who could vouch for you, who understand their struggles. So in my future, I really hope to hold spaces where people could come and feed off that energy and get the replenishing that they need. So I'm a model, but I'm a freelance model, so that means I'm not signed to an agency. I've been doing so for the last 5-6 years, and it's interesting because when I introspect about how I started modeling, it was really through the means of my community backing me up. So I started modeling at an initiative called Africa Fashion Week, and that's how I developed my passion for it. I mean, I was always passionate, always had an eye for it, but that was my first experience. And realizing how it was really my own community that gave me that first shot, that gave me my first runway experience, that gave me my first photo shoot experience. And then as I kept on going, I realized that, you know, in this bigger fashion industry, the Black community was kind of on the side, and I never understood why. And I was introduced to this other side of the industry, which I'll call it the white side, because it's so heavily populated. Yeah, it's populated by so many white people. And when I was looking to get signed and I really wanted to keep going with the modeling, I was like, maybe I'll get signed to an agency. And I remember getting scouted by a few agencies here and there, and I'd go in, they scouted me, and then at the end of the meeting, they'd be like, sorry, you kind of look like another Black girl that we have. And I started to notice that it wasn't the fact that I looked like another Black girl, because I mean, every agency has at least 10 blonde hair, blue-eyed girls. They look all the same. But it was the fact that there was like this kind of margin of how many Black models they can have in an agency. And I hated that thought, and I didn't want their refusal to impact my want to keep modeling. So I kept going, I kept doing my thing, and slowly but surely doors are opening for me. I don't know if I still want to be signed to an agency, but I definitely want to show other Black models that if it's what you're passionate about, if it's what you want to do, keep going and doors will open for you eventually. But having a couple of no's because the industry wants to marginalize us is detrimental to the gift and the talent that you have. So I just keep going, yeah. I feel like it's not up to the Black community to somehow want to strive to be included, but rather the ones who hold the power right now to give the keys and give opportunities to people who definitely have the criteria, that have the talent to push forward the industry. But there's this, again, idea of white superiority that is very dominant in the fashion industry, and they're just not letting other people create art, you know, and it's another idea of cultural appropriation where they want to push forward these narratives of black, but are not even incorporating Black makeup artists, Black hairstylists. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to produce art that isn't genuine and authentic to the actual narrative that you're trying to push. So realizing that first and foremost, like the industry is an art form, and to produce art that is going to last and be impactful, it needs to be genuine. So including people who know about the struggles, who know about the narratives, who know how to make Black girls glow, who know how to light Black skin, is making the art that is going to stand and that's going to be impactful. So until the industry realizes that, and I mean that also touches this whole idea of money makes the world go round. When there's money involved, you kind of pitch a few values out the window. But until we get back to those core values of what are we trying to push forward and who we are at the core, we're not going to see that change. So I think everyone needs to start doing some introspection and really trying to detect, why am I doing this, and is this even impactful? Am I blessing people? Are people touched by this? Until we don't do that reflection, we're just creating fake art, in my opinion. One thing that I live by is to attach yourself to a purpose. I know that in our society, it makes it very easy to attach yourself to success, but ask yourself, once you get to the top of wherever you want to be, what do you have left? If not for purpose, you don't have anything. So for example, my purpose, I feel, is to heal people in whatever I do, whether it be a conversation, whether it be through my art. My purpose is to heal. So even if I get to the top of wherever I want to be, my purpose is what is going to keep my momentum going until the very last breath. The thing that I really want to achieve is I want to have a art school, a performing art school. Really have people come in and train them and teach them about different art practices and watch them grow in their craft and send them off, so I know that I'll have an everlasting impact on this earth way after I'm gone. I feel that over the time there's been these stereotypes and attributes attached to Black women, and this whole idea of, at least for me personally, not knowing my roots, the origin of Black women, how back in the days we were the one running stuff, we were actual queens, we were the one feeding and hunting for our families. These are what queens do. So it's kind of reclaiming that title. I know sometimes we say it so nonchalantly, I'm a queen, I'm a Black queen, but like really digging into that revelation of what it means. And not only that, finding within that title of being a queen what makes you that particular queen of your own kingdom, because we all have our own kingdoms, we all have things that we want to achieve and we want to reign upon, but realizing the title of our, domination is what makes you that queen. So that's what Black queen means to me.